Hey friend, this is Eric from Miller Music, and today we're going to do a talk on putting humbuckers on your Telecaster, the pros and cons of it, and I also want to show you some examples of how it sounds, so let's jump in. Hey, so if you don't know me, my name is Eric from Miller Music, and I help guitar players with home recording and music production, and I do a lot of videos on guitar as well. And before we get started, I want to encourage you to download my free 5-step great guitar tone checklist. You can get that by clicking the link in the description below. Basically what it is it's a checklist on how to get great guitar tone using your own current gear. So you can get that by clicking the link in the description below or visiting millermusic.co/resources. Okay, so I've done a number of videos on Teles and Telecaster pickups, and they seem to generate a lot of interest. So I thought I'd do one just on putting humbuckers on your guitar. And I think for the obvious reason you'd want to put a humbucker on a Telecaster is because sometimes the Teles sound a little bit thin, and in the hopes of wanting to fatten or thicken the sound up. So I want to play you some examples. And this guitar right here is a road-worn 2010 Telecaster, and it has Seymour Duncan little 59s in the bridge and in the neck pickup. So I'll play you some examples of that just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. The first example is, this is just no effects, this is just straight amp, okay? So you can just hear everything with no effects on it and what the pickups really truly sound like. So this is the bridge pickup, by the way. Then if I go to the neck pickup, so it really still sounds like a Telecaster to me, especially on that neck pickup. So especially if you twang it a little bit, kind of play it with your fingers. It kind of still has that Tele sound to it. I'm going to add a little bit of compression here, a little bit of reverb and delay, kind of go to my normal settings. So you can hear that delay and reverb there. Yeah, to me that sounds really great. I will say one thing though, in my experience of recording in this kind of setting, is that when you have those single coil Telecaster pickups back there, they can really cut through the top end, whereas this kind of fatter humbucker sound is a really great kind of rhythm sound. Almost sounds a little bit more like a Les Paul, but because you have the angled pickup here, you still get the sound of the Tele. Sometimes I like to turn the compression off as well, because humbuckers have sort of a natural compression built into them. So if you use it without the compressor, you get a little bit of a kind of a softer attack. Yeah, so let's hear it with some gain. So it does really have that full, thick sound. we go to the neck pickup, I don't know. Sounds pretty good. I like that thick sound. Again, sometimes I miss the twang of the single coil pickups. Let's give it a listen with some really heavy stuff. Some like more overdrive. So, sorry, I'm having a little bit too much fun there, but I hope that gives you an idea of what humbuckers on a Tele sound like. If you had one guitar, maybe you could put humbuckers on a Tele and then do the coil split. Although when you do those coil splits, I think that it's not quite a true single coil at that point. But again, this is a little 59 humbucker. And again, I encourage you to download my free 5-step great guitar tone checklist. You can get that by clicking the link in the description below. And I will see you on the next video.